Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Walt here from Down the Block Sports, and today I want to talk about the Boston Red Sox. The MLB offseason so far has been fairly quiet outside of the starting pitching market, but a manager in Major League Baseball will be around for a few more seasons. Again, I'm Alex Walt. This is Down the Block Sports. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more of my exclusive content. Yes, that manager is Boston Red Sox manager Alex Cora, as the Red Sox have exercised his 2023 and 2024 options. Remember, when he re-signed with the Boston Red Sox, his deal included options after 2 seasons. The Red Sox confirmed that 2-year deal will now be a 4-year deal, as they picked up both of those options. Now, for the Red Sox, this is an absolute no-brainer. I mean, I made it very clear on this channel right here that I believe the coach of the year, even though I believe it should have been Cervais among the candidates, wasn't even on the ballot. I mean, the Red Sox were the 4th worst team in baseball last year. 4th. They had the 4th pick of the draft. When was the last time Boston Red Sox fans were on the edge of their seat to see who they selected in the MLB draft? It doesn't happen in Boston. 2020 was a disaster for this team. Cora comes back. The core of Bogarts, Devers, JD comes back. You got Eovaldi at the top of the rotation. And what do the Red Sox do after finishing with the 4th worst record in baseball? They finished 92-70, play in the American League wildcard game, advance all the way to the American League Championship Series, and unfortunately lost to the Houston Astros. What was the difference? Alex Cora was the manager in 2019, got suspended. Ron Renicky took over the bench for the shortened season. Cora comes back, and the team looks completely re-energized. Now, Alex Cora has been an impactful person in Boston outside of just last season. In his 3 years as manager of the Boston Red Sox, he is 284 and 202 with a 58.4 win percentage. He led the Red Sox 2 seasons of 108, 84, and 92 victories. In 2018, Alex Cora's first season in Boston, they won the World Series. Cora also won a World Series as a player in Boston in 2007. Now, there's a lot to like here with Alex Cora. The team connects with him. He connects with the city. The team wins. They are very competitive in postseason games. Unfortunately, this season, they were not able to win a World Series. With Chaim Bloom in the front office, hopefully he can continue to add to the farm system and find some steals on the open market. But one thing we can confirm here is Chaim and Cora will be together for a very long time. Now, what about this specific season did Alex Cora do outside of winning 92 games that convinced him to want to return? One thing that you can tell a lot about a manager in Major League Baseball, the character of a team, is their ability to come from behind. Their ability to never quit through 9 innings. And one of the most exciting things about the Boston Red Sox this year was the fact that they were never out of games. The Boston Red Sox in 2021 had 47 come from behind wins. Remember, they won 92 games. 47 were come from behind wins. That is absolutely unbelievable. They make it to the playoffs. Right? They beat the Yankees in the first round. Garrett Cole struggled at Fenway Park, struggled in that matchup. Saw some amazing Snapchats of people going, Garrett. He got in his head, pitched poorly, and the Yankees lost. Advanced to the next round. The heavy favorite is the Tampa Bay Rays. What do the Red Sox do? They advance to the championship series. Now, the Astros got the better of them. I think the way that series ended was unfortunate for the Red Sox because they had such a positive season. It was such a just unfortunate way to end it in Houston. But for a team that finished with the 4th worst record in Major League Baseball last year, to surprise the world in the hardest division in baseball, win a wild card game, win a playoff series against the number 1 seed in the American League, is absolutely freaking incredible. And what was the change that happened in Boston? Alex Cora. Because look at the stats from last year to this year. You know, Bogarts star this year, star last year. No surprise. JD Martinez was brutal to watch in 2020. He comes back and looks like one of the better power hitters, DHs, in Major League Baseball. What Alex Cora is doing in Boston is legit. He had a below average pitching staff and got the best out of most of those starters on this team. He had a bullpen that had, undefined roles and was able to get the best out of a Whitlock. At times the back of the bullpen struggled, but he was able to overcome some of those difficulties. He had a lineup that kept them in games every single night. He had guys outperform their contract in a Kike Hernandez who played every day in center field. Hunter Renfroe having a near gold glove season in right field while also providing some outstanding offensive production deep into the Red Sox lineup. The right side of the infield could use some work, but it's having a few holes on that side is not the end of the world. They added Schwarber, who's now no longer on the team. But the Red Sox massively outperformed their expectations. They were expected to finish third or fourth in this division behind Tampa, New York, and Toronto. They were expected to maybe take a step forward from 2020, which isn't really saying much as they were the fourth worst team in the league. But Cora came back to Boston. He re-energized this team. Heim added very smart pieces in free agency, including Hernandez and Renfroe, like I mentioned earlier in this show. They came together as a team. They never quit. They fought in the postseason. They didn't advance to the World Series, but a team that was expected to finish fourth nearly made it to the World Series in 2021. And a lot of that had to do with Alex Cora coming back on the bench. Now, obviously, like I said, he should have won Manager of the Year. I understand why he didn't. I think Survey should have won it. Congratulations to Kevin Cash, you're one of the best managers in baseball. But what Alex Cora did in 2021 was fantastic. And great job for the Boston Red Sox for picking up both of his options for 23 and 24. In my opinion, that decision was an absolute no-brainer. The Boston Red Sox are a competitive team with Alex Cora in that clubhouse. And I expect them to continue to be competitive through 2024. What do you believe of the Alex Cora extension? Are you think it's a no-brainer decision for the Boston Red Sox to pick up those two options? Feel free to comment your thoughts below. Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Down the Block Sports for more of my exclusive content. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in, and we will see you very soon.